Finally, in our look at characters in this chapter, we can look at Zelda on page 121. Zelda shows kindness to Felix too. Obviously, Zelda loves Felix, cares for him. She says, "Are your parents dead too?" which is quite a perceptive question. I don't answer. "I feel I put something around my neck. It's a silver chain with a little heart on it. This is to make you feel better," she says. So you can see this theme of kindness running through Zelda as well as Felix. And if we have a look at Barney, we see a very similar thing. "I don't like you going out alone," said Barney. "I've never seen him look so worried. I can't leave Zelda like this," he says. So you can see we have kindness and compassion and care coming from Barney as well. When it comes to the literary devices used in chapter 14, there are 3 that stick out. The first one is dramatic irony. Again, we know here, as he steps into the kitchen, there's a big dark stain on the floor. That could just be gravy. We understand that it's not gravy. He is trying to help himself to believe that it's not what it is. And so dramatic irony is caused between reader and the character in the book. We also have high tension being created. And we've spoken before that short, truncated sentences often give greater punch, creates tension. It moves the story forward quickly and raises the tension of a chapter. It's a Nazi soldier. He's yelling at me. Why does he need a spare hand? For his gun. These short sentences, and in between them they're quite short as well. So a series of short sentences does this. This is on page 128, and we've got some more that are listed here. So those rapid fire sentences cause tension to be created as well. The last thing is there's a foreshadowing that occurs within the chapter. So usually there's a payoff in future chapters. So something is said or sown into you that foreshadows something in the future. And in a few chapters or many chapters later, it pays off and you find out what that is. But here we create a little bit of tension because he must find us some aspirin and there's something else I must bring back for her as well. So we'll have some expectation. This gets paid off on page 125 when we find out what that is. And it's a carrot. Carrot is a symbol, and it's much more than just a symbol of his parents coming. He wants to get Zelda a carrot to make a carrot soup, but also carrot is a symbol of hope, that you give hope to someone. So this is not only a symbol, the carrot is a symbol of hope, but it also is the payoff in our foreshadowing. So this event is foreshadowed earlier in the chapter on page 123, and it's paid off on page 125. So if we look at the very last section of chapter 14, I can hear other soldiers shouting and other dogs barking inside the printing factory. I can hear kids screaming. It doesn't matter anymore who sees me. I run towards the cellar. This should certainly be underlined in your book. And it relates to a major theme of this chapter, which is courage. In the face of fear and in the face of brutality, Felix exhibits courage. He not only leaves the cellar to go and find what Zelda needs, but he risks himself when he finds that the cellar in the printing factory, Barney's cellar, has been exposed by the Nazis. There is also obviously kindness. We see that both Barney, Zelda, and Felix exhibit great kindness to each other in this chapter. Barney, his concern for Zelda and his worry for Felix. Felix in his concern for both Barney and Zelda needing to get Zelda's medication. And Zelda herself at the beginning, who reaches out and gives a gift to Felix, who's in pain after realizing that his parents are dead.